5518, checking code 4. 5518, checking code 4. 5518, checking code 4. There is no answer from 5518. Algona Police Officer Kevin Cram went 42 for the last time.
What you just heard was the final call for fallen officer Kevin Cram. Today, members of law enforcement, the Algona community, and Cram's loved ones gathered to remember, honor, and say goodbye to Cram. Today's funeral comes after a week of vigils and visitations as a small community came together during a moment of tragedy. Dana Searles is with us now. Dana, just a very emotional day, as we could hear in that woman's voice, for this community.
Definitely, Stephanie. I mean, when you take in something like this, it's you can't help but be moved about the situation. That's what thousands of people did today in Algona as they all went there to pay their respects. There were many moments like that one that were from today that were just indescribable, and you can truly tell this tight-knit community really comes together. A homegrown hero and a beacon of light.
He always gave and barely ever receiving anything. That's who Kevin Cram was, a great man.
Officer Kevin Cram will leave a lasting impact on his community.
And when Kevin loved something, there was no questioning that love. I keep wanting to tell Laura and their family, I am sorry, over and over again, hoping I can change something. But what I need to tell them is I've realized I need to tell you thank you. Thank you for raising a hardworking family man. Thank you for raising a man with integrity. And thank you for raising a man of service. And thank you for raising a brother.
The beginning 30 minutes of the funeral was spent with hundreds of law enforcement members saluting Officer Cram's casket one by one.
The heavy presence is quite apparent in this gymnasium today. The amount of sacrifices made in the past by those men and women is incredible. That would have been the support, the type of support that Kevin would have offered. These officers are here to honor Kevin.
And after the funeral, a 19-mile procession made its way from Algona to Cram's hometown of Corwith, where the fallen officer was laid to rest privately with his family. Along this route, flags were hung, officers' lights were on, and salutes were made.
When Kevin Cram was brought home the other day from Ankeny, that was one of the worst. And I have looked back at that drive and thought about it, but it's also one of the greatest moments I hope no human ever has to be a part of.
And those words right there, very powerful. One of the greatest moments he hopes no human ever has to be a part of. And that just tells you the mood of the entire day and this tragedy.
Absolutely. So moving and powerful. Thank you for that, Dana. Now, that procession followed Officer Cram's service. It began in Algona. It ended at the Corwith Cemetery. Here's another look at that procession, roughly a half hour away. Now, members of the community gathered along the route to pay their respects to Officer Cram before his burial at a private graveside service. So how did we get here with a community grieving, a family losing a son, husband, and father? Just a week ago, the city of Algona went under lockdown as police warned them a dangerous person was on the loose. Rumbles of a shooting spread throughout the town as the community waited for more information. That night, 33-year-old Officer Cram was serving an arrest warrant for 43-year-old Kyle Ricky. When Cram attempted to make an arrest, Ricky shot him, the shooting happening just north of the Kossuth County Fairgrounds. Ricky was then arrested in Minnesota, where he is currently being held. Kyle Rickey is charged in Cram's death. He remains in custody in Brown County Jail in Minnesota, which is about an hour north of the Minnesota-Iowa border. Rickey has been charged with first-degree murder. The criminal complaint saying Rickey willfully and deliberately shot and killed Cram. No hearing date has been set at this time. Now, if you missed any of our coverage earlier today, you can stream the funeral on We Are Iowa Plus. It's free on Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire TVs.